in the LPL. So Pantheon jungle, very, very interesting. I'm curious about what Weiwei is going to look to actually achieve in the early game, right? 2v2s, 3v3s going on means that they should theoretically hit their mid game at kind of an even point. And it does put this Pantheon on a bit of a timer, right? Same for the Kalista. These two champions are not champions typically who, you know, you pick because you want to go past the 30-minute mark. You're picking them so you can end it before 25, right?
Let's go back to maybe not bottom lane, but marksman support versus marksman supporters. They might look for a dive onto Whoa, there is the cease and desist. Gets the lockdown for Beishwan. The Pop Blossom to do defensive measures, but that is a gray screen first blood going under the over to Thunder Talk as they grab.
And we'll give them the feat of strength, of course, which then entirely makes it a race for first tower. Or actually, no, I beg your pardon, they didn't get the dragon earlier, so they're one dragon away from that because you need 3 objectives.
Yeah. What is interesting though is that Beishwan is on that side of the map as we see Zika throw down the ultimates. It's a top lane 1v1 check. Once ultimates are down, all bars are off, and Hoya's getting slapped around. Zika, no competition, finds himself his first solo bolo of the LPL split.
It's so crazy to think that Zika was on top of the equalizer for the entirety of that 1v1, and still his health bar looks like that. And with just the Spectre's cow and that W damage reduction, great 1v1 find as mid lane 3v3. Brewing here.
Way, here they go. Cease and desist down. Solar Flare Snare does not get Photic. He's able to flash cleanse out to safety, but the true shot barrage. 1xN finds his mark and finds the kill.
Like losing both summoner spells, Photic still not able to get away. Just the massive amount of chain CC between those two almost of Beitron and Feather, again paying dividends.
That really makes it an intriguing feat now as the LPL. I'm going to say the LPL introduces it. I know we had the LCK show match that technically introduced it, but we're learning here in the greatest league in the world with the LPL as Weiwei is going all out for Satab, forcing him to flash on out, but he's caught by Zhuo on the backside, pops him between worlds, but the flash Pop Blossom follows it. The spear doesn't find the kill, but here comes Haichao to pick him off, finds himself the kill, and now Hoya is thrown into the wings. He tries to teleport on in here. Haichao doesn't want to over-aggress, pushing for it with LNG holding a slight man advantage now with the Rift Herald on the board. Rat race of these neutral objectives. LNG see the third Drake spawn. They need to shut down the stacking and get themselves into the Monster Slayer conversation. But yeah, if this Herald goes...
They've both left their jungler alone. Guy.
Wait, a turret went down to minions in the background as well? So LNG got first turret. Wait, I think they just snuck and stole it. I think they have it. They have the boots upgrade out of nowhere. Yeah, they do.
These guys read the patch notes. I don't think these guys read the patch notes.
Minions, if I'm not mistaken, that is Voracious Atacon, the revive Atacon that is spawned in the bottom lane, and nobody cares. We're just playing for mid-tier 1 still.
Maybe they go down to it immediately.
They give away this. They can't give away this buff. This is the revive buff.
Nah, they wouldn't do that. And for clarity, the revive buff is the one that you're gonna see the majority of the time as there's trouble in the bottom side. Weiwei, we're down here, and Hoya's gonna flash.
Oh, but we have a fight on the back side of that chase as Zhuo commits the Pop Blossom. Fate's Call gonna save him for now as Photic's trying to kite back, but both LNG bottom laners are severely injured. The good part is Thunder Talk are on the wrong side of the rift here. They're trying to play back towards the enemy base. Weiwei going to push the tempo. Feather very low. 1xN trying to kite back as Hoya TP's back in, but the equalizer completely whiffs. Beishwan swings in on the backside himself. 1xN gets over the wall. It's a pandemonium fight as 1xN jumps right back over the pin and gets himself destroyed by the might of Zika. Beishwan solo gonna Vault Breaker and find Photic completely blind. How has he got himself out? Satab is gonna fall to Zika as well, and now it's just a mad chase as we get a pause in the middle of the fight. We have settled back in though, and the action's really gonna start ramping up here with all these neutrals available. This is a Mountain Soul point available for Thunder Talk if they're able to grab it. Atacon is watching downriver as LNG make their approach, trying to stop it. A 50-50 seems imminent, and it's won by Weiwei. Feather going to be caught by the Pop Blossom on the backside. They're just going to burn through that Leona's health bar. Photic picks up that first kill. Thunder Talker scattered to the wayside as LNG claim their kill and will likely claim one of the biggest buffs in League of Legends so far.
Yeah, and this is going to line up very, very well with Baron if they're able to secure it. So TT, they have to try, if they can help it, to stop. They've got a lot of almost still available, Beitron and Satabs mainly.
Can't see. They got the Ren stacks up here, Fotic and Weiwei. If they time this perfectly, there's no way for Thunder Talk to stop Atakan's buff coming their way.
Oh, he
Secured
got it!
and stolen away. Beishwan still makes it happen against all the odds, and here are the revives. They got the buff. There's no reason to play back. Now they can just play forward, seeing how many kills they can get. 1xN throws himself to the wolves to pick up 2 kills, and he's going to revive back at the base. Hero play from Beishwan and Thunder Talk.
I can't even more as a cut. Friends, 1xN over the wall here, and with 6 grubs, just that one little rotation, this one window, I think that will be tier 1 dead as forced to flash Beishwan.
Yeah, I was looking for a vault breaker maybe to start the fight.
Especially Zeka. It's giving him damage, really. This is an Infernal Dragon for Kasante. Beishwan is on the flank here, looking for one.
Beishwan already has 1 hero steal, doesn't even get a chance at it this time. Weiwei going to secure the Mountain Drake. Beishwan going to go in, immediately gets stunned by Weiwei. They're trying to lock down the vibe before the cease assist comes across, and he uses it onto Zika, who will happily gobble up that key ultimate. Satab Khan on the backside, drops in between worlds, but drops into the gray world as he gets taken down, and LNG can churn up for the fight. Here comes Haichao with the Ghost Vladimir, Sanguine Pool, tons of damage, Fotic set up, and now LNG can just run through Thunder Talk one by one. You can talk the thunder, but when the lightning cracks, it's for LNG.
That it is. LNG instructions with the 6 scrubs. Beishwan's here, but again, actually, Smite was a charged one, but still going to be pushed away. And barring a 1xN miracle. Ooh. Okay.
Really got it with the W
frame,
combo.
It will be Weiwei picking that one up. Covering a little bit from those earlier, mishaps, shall we say. Especially around the mid lane here.
Yeah, with the value of those feats of strength boots, actually is a slight gold lead over 1xN as we have a catch coming across. There's a beautiful stun lockdown from Thunder Talk. They drop Weiwei. Zhuo throws down the pop-ups to try to find a response. Zika comes flying in, gets Beishwan caught, who's able to bounce back, but the all-out pulls Beishwan towards their demise. It's now Thunder Talk trying to play back towards their turn, but Fotic needs to be careful with how far he steps up. Mid laner 1v1 on the side. Haichao pops the ghost, but takes far too much damage from Satab. It's 1xN. He's firing himself forward. We flash back, and he's got himself 2 kills already. Zika, you may have a lot of take stats, but it's a lot of health bars to burn through. Has about half HP. 1xN really needs to start dropping these Mystic shots, but they are just tickling Zika right now. Zenith played through, but Feather, I don't think you want this trip. Zika smites him down, and who's going to take down the big bad Kasante? They are slowly chunking through this health bar. AD damage, Zika will not relent, goes back in. Haichao gets a huge empowered Q.
1xN's on for a bender.
Goes into the stasis, but 1xN is looking to get all the glory. Another Sanguine pull up. Haichao is looking for the Q heal, just can't get into the range. 1xN misses the Mystic shot. Haichao gets the kill, but it's traded back by Satab. 9 kills, but Thunder Talk edge out a victory.
Goodness me. Empowered transfusion just for Satab to not have the damage to kill Haichao before the next pool comes up, and 1xN barely missing. Barely. It grazes the damn cape, for God's sake. As now the dragon's up, and they're fighting again.
Oh my god, where did Zhuo go? Just got blown to smithereens. The dragon still has a bunch of spears in it, but the fight is now breaking out as Fotic trying to dodge around Hoya's flame spitter range. Beishwan and Weiwei in their own 1v1, but Beishwan with the GA is going to be thrown into the stasis. Zika goes forward. Kasante's unleashed. LNG are unleashed, and they're going to start wiping down Thunder Talk. Zika will not drop. LNG find 4 and a critical dragon take, and they might just get them all. Down goes 1xN. LNG want their revenge from the Demacia Cup.
Be damned, Fed AD carries, because no matter what, Kasante will come back and haunt your dreams. And Zeka here, back-to-back team fights, absolutely decimates TT and will push LNG to a 1-0 statement in this series. And that's just game 1, Slayer. We could be in for a bit more of a cinema evening for this series.
With new champions as well, as we're in the Fearless format. But the ceremonious end comes across. LNG up 1-0 with so much.
Yeah, early game, very, very dominant, that matchup, 1v1. I mean, I say dominant. Dominant isn't the word I should.
Certainly a little weaker. Does have the sustain of the Rakan to try and heal up, but Weiwei is looking to punish Hoya. Coming around for the long gank. Hoya does immediately burn the flash, but flash stun is followed, and LNG are going to easily grab up first blood here towards the feats of strength goal.
Yeah, feats of strength as Weiwei hits level 6. Hoya has no flash and could very easily be kicked up against the wall and one-shot.
Here we go. Jamada turns fiction into the truth as Hoya gets kicked away from his turret, goes into the alcove just to delay the inevitable. It is more dominance from Zika and this top side for LNG, leading them to more success. That Nar bar, and that should give Zika even more control over the wave. Teleport not up, as Thunder Talk are the first to jump on these grubs way nearby. One of these squads has to secure all 3 to get the Mountain Slayer, but here's the Weaver's Wall. In goes Zhuo, trying to find a lockdown, but it's Seitab jumping into the background. Oh, that's a failed flash from Beishuan, trying to follow his mid laner. Seitab's buying time, has to perfect execute out of his own shroud. And Thunder Talk are now on the back pedal, and they're going to give up all the grubs to Weiwei. They're able to steal away 1.
So it seems, as the rotation comes down towards Hoya again. Oh, Hoya.
Marked. Flash is off cooldown, having to be expended here. Good dodge on the seismic shove, though, so won't get knocked back. But LNG are making it a statement that they are making Hoya's life hell in this game.
In true LPL fashion, Hoya spent more of this cooldown, pretty much, so no real breathing room for him. As now we've got a bit of a shake-up in the lane assignments, as Seitab will be the one dealing with.
Whoa!
As they found Photic.
Hopefully you went to scratch your nose and you got 3 members of Thunder Talk on top of you. That's the power of the Rakan and Kaisa. 3 angry, and both teams are just mean-mugging each other before a potential fight breaks out. Hoya has a Gnar bar stacked up. Teleport is available. That one big Gnar ult, but it's Zhuo that gets the 3-man Magnet Storm. Feather goes in, huge charge, gets a 3-man knockup. It's Knockup City, capital Thunder Talk, but Zika is just not taking damage with the dominance. He has so much healing, and he staves off all of Thunder Talk with his frontline prowess. And LNG are unrelenting. They will not give away this river no matter how many ultimates are thrown on top of them.
Yeah, that frontline engage was nice, but Hoya wasn't here to capitalize, right? If he's there to get that 3-man ult into the wall, that fight is done and dusted. TT walk over LNG. That kind of engage, but no follow-up means LNG remain in control of the river, and it seems like they're going to get this Herald. TT, of course, teleporting in, and the angle where he's teleporting in is just not really great, and his bar wasn't fully stacked up, so even if he could have just, like, you know, I don't know, dash flashed, right, still wouldn't make it. And have been gnawed up as just exchanging health bars here.
Zika just does not care about Mega Gnar. He's like, all right, you can slap me around all you want, man. I'm just going to stack my passive Cold and Meek the Wave, and I'll heal right back up. Hoya, there's nothing you can do right now. You need friends. Here are friends, though. There's Beishuan and Feather coming across into that bot side river. Weiwei trying to use the power of his top laner that's very far ahead to take this next Drake. Teleport coming across, down comes Haichao. Has the Weaver's Wall if they want to try and cut it off. 50-50s have not been the best friend of Weiwei so far in this series. There's the Cyclone. 1xN comes over the wall with the Killer Instinct. The Dragon is very low. Someone's got to pick it up, and Beishuan finds the steal as Weiwei nearly gets executed by Seitab's damage, and now Thunder Talk have the lightning to their thunder as they find 2 kills and a clutch Dragon to level the state of this game too.
I am really surprised that that goes the way of TT, but it's all about the pit, and how Haichao did just use the Weaver's Wall top lane to make a quick rotation up there and not miss a wave. So in the event that there is a skirmish in the next minute and a half or so, we won't have that tool available as Beishuan, they're starting up Atakan here, and there's no teleport from Haichao, and there is a TP from Hoya, so LNG out of position really to contest this one efficiently.
Do we have another voracious Atacon steal? Weiwei wants the 1v1 with Seitab. Gonna dash back to Stacey. Zika pops the dominance, is running in. Steam, head full of steam, but in goes Beishuan to the background. They have Photic pick 1x and flies across the fight, but Zika's damage eviscerates the bottom laners. Everybody's stacked on top of each other. 1xN untouched on the backside of the fight. It's gonna have to be the solo lanes holding up for LNG. Weiwei goes in. What a flash from 1xN with half a sliver of HP. He's able to survive, and now Zika's out of dominance and cut down by Seitab. Haichao has to be the hero now for LNG, but he can't find any of the kills. Thunder Talk come away with
it. Almost do. Flashes away. at the last possible second 1xN does. But it just gives TT all the breathing room they need for that team fight as these teams reconvene around Atacon, and we're going for round 2.
This is what we want. Big Gnar ultimate comes across. 1xN flying on in himself. Once again, it's the front line stacked on top of each other. Photic this time will survive and kite back as Zhou is cut down. Satam jumps in for his own execution. ThunderTalk find 2 kills, but Zika still hanging around. Photic far too low to really get anywhere close. Using so Atacon to try to buy some time. Zika flashes onto 1xN, but does he have enough damage on his own? Weiwei gets knocked up by the Grand Entrance. Can't find the kill. Atacon lays down the LNG jungler for ThunderTalk, and Photic, he can't get anywhere close. We reload, and ThunderTalk still come out on top at the pit of Atacon.
Not only that, the dragon just spawned, so they're going to get the dragon as well if they want it. There's no real threat. Maybe they're scared of Photic, but Photic's 1 HP. They're just going to give it a reset for the time being. Risk it now, though. 8k on the Baron. LNG. Will they feel like they have to make a decision?
Beishwan goes over the wall with the clone. They get the Gnar ultimate. It's all onto Weiwei. They find the jungler. They find the diamond in the rough to their Baron problem. But Beishwan has more Cyclones. Going back in, wants to chase down Photic. 1xN close by, getting those Kaisanos down, and the Feather double Grand Entrance knockup is absolutely marvelous. What a swing in these last 5 minutes for ThunderTalk. Now Baron is like
opponents, right? Has that Seeker's Arm Guard, so he's got a stasis ready for the next fight. It's almost as good as that IM completion, right? It's not all the stats, but it's that important button press that can really get him out of some sticky situations. As LNG,
these Void Seekers.
Yeah, lose the tower as well before fights even kick off.
1xN and Photic, the marquee matchup we highlighted between these two well-known and lesser-known LPL AD carries. 1xN really trying to make his mark. Was masterful in the Demacia Cup for ThunderTalk, and has been just as impervious in this game has been between these two marksmen in their favor.
Definitely has. Whenever one of these two teams' AD steps up, feels like the rest of the team step up around them. So far,
is 1xN
so bad.
And Beishwan can just hop right on to this Baron. They're burning through it. This is a nearly 4-item Kaisa with more than enough damage with Wukong. Teleports coming across. Hoya's here as well. They're trying to play bodyguards. Make sure Baron's secured for ThunderTalk. Hoya and Feather trying to hold all of LG at bay. Now they'll try to go as Hoya dropping into that mini Gnar. But in comes Satab from the back, and nobody's touching 1xN. It's another marvelous meat grinder of a fight, but this time it's ThunderTalk that find themselves the ace, and they might have just evened up this series with one big fight.
One big fight, all it takes for TT, and they should be able to close this one out. 40-second death timers across the board, and what a massive step up from game 1 to game 2 it has been for this lineup. Almost made you feel like it could just be a quick night, just the way that game 1 ended, but it was always close, and this one, not so much. Stomp over LNG in a 34-minute fashion will bring their series even one apiece.
What a response.
Put Jax in the jungle, but nameplates on, Zeka, an incredible Jax player, and even into what can be a bit of an annoying one-to-one matchup like Gragas 2v2 match. As Photic and Zhuo probably going to feel a little bit of ways by it, but look, because Weiwei's been left on his own.
Yeah, immediately flashes, but Feather and 1xN have also come over. Here's First Blood, a level 1 Fiesta gets ThunderTalk.
As you can see, this matchup, despite being Gragas favored, certainly you can get the occasional good trade if you are the Jax. Just all about that timing of the body slam, and normally it's so easy to interrupt that Jax on the leap strike. As both junglers being drawn down here. Now the issue is...
Ooh, arrow whiff. Photic not able to land the stun and at least get the cleanse out of 1xN. They're going to get the Karma Root. Weiwei is going to flash right on top of 1xN. Going to use the Stormbringer as well to come right across. Finds the first kill. Will be traded back, though, by Beichan. So able to find the kill on Zhuo. But 1xN falling in the early game. That's what we talked about needs to happen for LNG.
The Voracious one over the Ruinous. Just because of how slow these games are, as grubs are being started up, and that's an arrow.
Photic, 50% shooting from the field. This time, gets 100% of the kills. Way too far up Feather was. A little bit of disrespect. That should guarantee 4 grubs for LNG. 3rd game in a row that they'll have mites available. And they're looking for more here. Hoya sees the dive coming. He went for the Bomba tech. Forces Zika to flash, but the wave should still come up here. Weiwei can just turn the turret off, and I think Hoya is cooked. Does flash, but does not get over the Fate Sealed. Good try there, and the kill is picked up for LNG with nobody.
The second game got there in the end.
We got there. Just like ThunderTalk got to the Drake pit. 12.5 minutes for your first lane by both teams, and no turrets, and God, we are just... Hoya does not get to play early games, and he's trying to get really creative with keeping them off this wave. But Weiwei's here. I mean, I got to rub my eyes. I know it's early in the morning for me. Did this just happen? All right, arrow goes wide from Photix, so they won't get the first root. Zhuo is taking up the turret. They finally get the stacked stun and make it look easy. Hoya drops to a second dive.
It's a race, but, I mean, 4 people up top, grubs as well. It's going to end up being kind of close. That minion wave is dying. It should be LNGs. Should be LNGs.
Oh. That will keep the feats of strength away from ThunderTalk, and we'll have Shed. So Rift Herald and Atacon going to be on the Rift. Towards that top side is, ooh, the explosive cast does not stop the Fate Sealed, and Haichao tries to dodge the slow with the Spirit Form, but still gets slowed up. Here is Beishuan as well. Here trying to get the Xin Zhao knock up. When becomes lightning gets the slow. One more Q will get it. Still gets the cast off. Haichao's able to get away with highway robbery thanks to the delay on that Yone cast, and Photic hits a cross-map arrow to slow Beishuan in place. Weiwei try to turn down the scrapes of the Volley Bear claws, and with the help of Zhui, they should be able to find that kill. What a turn for LNG.
I mean, just fair play to Haichao. How many
pit based off of if LNG want to stop the stacking or how much ThunderTalk want to play for those upgraded boots that we will not stop talking about.
No, we won't stop talking about them because they're cool and their shine seems relatively high. As we'll talk about those probably soon. As TT, they're looking to burst down this dragon, and I mean, it looks like they've got it. Save Weiwei still.
Field goal is good for good old-fashioned Photic. Does not hit the arrow. Beishuan going to pop the Crescent Guard to block a ton of damage. They have the upgraded boots, but can they win the fight? Zico flashing on top of Feather, going all out for the Karma. Gets himself caught on the backside of the fight as Beishuan will finally fall. But now 1xN and Hoya can look for the turn here. Slow's going to land. 1xN going to cleanse the slow to try and chase down. Going to flash, get the Chains of Corruption on to Feather, who gets stunned in the gravity field as Zhuo falls, excuse me. But 1xN has gone from damage dealing carry to teamfight creator with these snares.
Yep, very happy to just flash forward. Once that tower probably hits a second item, given his inventory. Just about actually getting it down, and he will do just that.
Secures it. Does have those sort. I feel like the revive buff is very, very powerful, but both these teams have been pretty hesitant to really play for it. LNG looking to be aggressive, trying to get that Action revive to maybe force some fights that they like, but ThunderTalk have come right up the river. Ash Arrow going to find Feather. Stun going to last a good amount of time, but LNG, they just can't commit to that arrow, so one big key engage tool down for LNG as they try to burn through Atacon. Down below 5k HP as Zika and Hoya have their own 1v1 on one side. Haichao teleported in on the backside of this fight and now comes right around back towards the lane, and we're heading towards another 50-50. In goes the Fate Seal, though. What a combo coming across from LNG. 1xN going to find the execute, but he will drop, and now it's all holds off, dropping the fisticuffs, but it's ThunderTalk through Satab. You knock one of our carries down, the other seals a fight win and seals an Atacon buff once more. Same thing he did last game for ThunderTalk. So it seems like after a rusty game one, Jamada, ThunderTalk are right back to the winning ways. They got them so much success in the Demacia Cup.
Right back to it, and I mean, so much of it coming from, you know, 1xN's plays, but then also Satab in that last one. As speaking of, he's gonna
have the revive.
Corner off Zika here. Yeah, like you say, has the revive.
Maybe he doesn't even need it. I mean, he's got himself a 3v1. Zika just out of position, punished. This will cost a tier 2 on the top side. Was secured there by both Zhuo and Weiwei, but they're going to lose the first Cloud Drake on the back end. So quietly, despite our late Drakes going through the turret, Waves dropping pretty quickly. They've got Hoya, though, shoving a mid-wave in onto the inhibitor turn in the back end. So LNG, they're going to be spread pretty thin here between the two lanes. They're going to have to go for a play or surrender pretty key turrets as the Chains of Corruption lands on Zhuo. Does put the shield up, but has to flash away. Explosive Cask. Only going to find Zika. Not in a threatening position. Nonetheless, when the Fate Seal comes through, but Haichao has immediately recalled into Spirit form because he was far too forward and all of that pandemonium.
They've got that one ward which is going to save them a lot of pain, despite that control ward being pretty close. So they know the Baron's going down, but what can they actually do to stop it?
And this on-hit Varus is shredding through the Baron. They're watching their hopes in this game 3 potentially go away. Good cleanse from 1xN on the arrow. Baron picked up for Thunder Talk. Do they even need to engage? They've got the purple banner, but they still want the fight as Beishuan swings on in. Weiwei has to Stormbringer himself to safety. Zhuo has no more shield left up, so he's cut down. Haichao, Fotic all on the run, but Fotic slowed up and will be cut through by Beishuan. Thunder Talk, what a turn from game number 1. They've got Baron on 5. And might just blow this series wide open.
They might just. I mean, 30 seconds on Fotic, 15 on Zhuo. The rest of the map still resetting. They're 4 strong right now. Make that 5 as Satab makes his way towards the mid lane as well, but they're not going to go any further. Just going to take that mid lane inhibitor. If LNG go and fight balls to the walls for this and they lose, the game's over. So we'll see if that's going to be their option because they're teleporting in. Haichao, the Dragon's already gone.
They left Zhuo. They leave him to the Wolves. Just gets cut through. 75 HP. Zika's going to flash, get a big stun. There's the Fate sealed by Haichao as well. But what I said, he's safe once more. Flashes to safety and now can step back up with the rest of his squad. And Satab's damage is unmatchable. Stormbringer wastes away at the health bar of Weiwei. And you snap your fingers. And we've gone from an 0-1 LNG lead to a 2-1 series point for Thunder Talk.
Despite the critics, and maybe the critics were just me after the Matsya Cup, TT edged their way again to a series win. One more game as they go towards 2-1 here. And LNG need to do some critical rethinking because it is not working right now.
Panic button pressed for LNG.
Real scary, real quick. You're just permanently playing hide and seek. TT though, see this Twitch, see this Lulu. One of those feats of strength, one step closer to being made complete. Though numbers advantage starting to mount here for TT. They're going to get 2.
Oh yeah, looking for the stead press presence, going to get the knock up. They're going for Weiwei, re-engages. There's the perfect, or the public execution on a 1xN, but he doesn't drop. There's not enough damage. He grabs first blood. Thunder Talk, spoil the grub take, and end up grabbing.
Kind of looking for a little bit of action here. Beishuan has 6, so the fight right now feels pretty good. Weiwei still doesn't have his ultimate. And no flash.
For LNG, right here, do not have flashes. Weiwei's going to try and dash out. Heartbreaker through. Beishuan uses his ult to get the first reset, and now Zhuo is next to fall. It's reset city for Thunder Talk. They talk the Thunder, but they bring the lightning. Zika gets one back on the Feather. Good dodge on the zap as well. 1xN is going to have to flash, but he won't get the kill. Zika, fancy footwork. I thought that was a bona fide triple for Thunder Talk.
It stays like this. I mean, it feels like a slow bleed that TT eventually just win, right? And you start to wholly rely on Fotic, who's not had a good day or series so far. And hook connects.
Another hook for Feather. Beishuan served up the Lulu on a silver platter, earns the reset. Just like
game goes over. Things are going from bad to worse for this LNG lineup and Feather. I mean, Haichao flat.
Oh my God! Hold on, Haichao. He wants the smoke now. He steals away the Blitz ultimate, nearly eviscerates Feather. Rocket downtown with the ignite. Not enough, but Haichao. I mean, that's got to be a full tilt engage if I've ever seen one. 1v1 from the 80 carries. Fotic finally making a mark here, gets his revenge, able to pop into the invisibility, and now we get to play the fun game called Where's the Twitch? Because boy, does Hoya not know, and neither do we. Fotic. I don't think he's close enough for execute. Oh, he gets it. Wow. Okay, Fotic.
Yeah, Hoya didn't quite pull the trigger on the keeper's verdict. He'd been charging it for a while, though.
All this mobility that LNG have to use, because at this point, they have to get to the Jinx or to the Azir at some point, or this game is over. As another hook lands into the Shuriman Shuffle. That is poetry on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. And Thunder Talk are just playing at a different level today.
Man, oh man, I mean, like you say, another level today, and it's just that brief bit of vision control available to TT allows that pick to happen. Haichao CC'd to death, right? Hooked, knocked up, knocked back, dies. Doesn't get to press any buttons, doesn't get to play League of Legends. Good luck. Have fun respawning as I think Zeka might be suffering the same fate. Public execution though. A lot of dashes.
Oh, the flash hook from Feather. Heartbreaker. The rocket downtown. Everything going right for Thunder Talk as they look to once more shock the LPL en route to an upset against LNG.
I know, man. TT is starting to look like a bit of a stomp as far as this series is concerned. I was wondering if Feather was going to pull the trigger there, but of course Haichao can dash, or worst case flash, out of a hook. And they're looking for that tier 2, trying to split it between Satab and 1xN. 700 gold split, of course. 375 or 350 between the two. Not too bad. I think, actually, I think Feather got the local despite being backed up there, so not too bad for him. And LNG on the opposite side. I mean, they'll pick up this Herald, but Feats of Strength, done. A long time ago as a hook. Again, Fog of War, right? Just perfect for TT. LNG not expecting that angle to come out from them, and once that one happens, it snowballs into this play. 2 whole towers. Of course, beforehand, Zeka has to get picked off as
Whoa!
Wow. Hey!
Revenge!
3 upgrades as a Haichao.
Haichao, Feather's
I
hunting.
think he hugged the wall enough to not be seen, but now Weiwei's also here, and so is 1xN, and so is Feather. The teleport's coming in too.
Yeah, the Hoya is coming through. Satab going to try and dash in. Glacial Prison, they get the Lulu, knock up Public Execution, they lock in Satab. Azir is picked off. LNG find an angle back in. Hoya going to have to flash himself over the wall. Thunder Talk wanted to overstack for a turret, and they end up walking.
Zeka's just out. Yeah, just kind of dragging it out, taking a little bit of damage. But now Feather and Beichuan are here.
Zeka does have the predict hook nearly timed well, but Zeka waits and then flashes. So I like the play from Feather, but Zeka was prepared.
I mean, it's a mental check, isn't it? As Weiwei actually chucked out the ultimate, and by the looks of it, he didn't actually get anything out of TT. So just a swing and a miss from both teams here. Feather play onto Zeka. Weiwei, I imagine it was probably a play onto 1xN, but no dice.
Ooh. Public Execution on the Satab, gets the stream and shuffle. He's got a slower teleport coming behind him, puts up his own turret, but I think Haichao does not care. Gonna find himself the kill with the fadeaway Q, and that could set LNG up to go for this voracious Atacon.
Okay, well, I'll talk about that tower thing in a second. The Atacon's gonna die, so that's LNG picking that one up. There's not much to talk about around that, so is it me, or did that tower just not shoot Haichao, like, at all? Like, even begin to. Like, it wouldn't have made a difference in the play, but
right,
it slowed them down a little bit, puts them behind maybe 1 wave at most.
All right, LG gonna try to use their revives to just brute force this mid-tier 1 turret. Stream and shuffle throws a couple of them back further, but it's Zeka that's way too far forward. Goes into the revive. Photic, invisible, looking for a spray and pray angle. Will not get it. Thunder Talk sacrificed a turret, so LNG cashing a bit more in on that Atacon slay. Oh my god, hello. Was that another hook from Feather? I don't know what started this off, but now we're really getting rid of the revives. Down 2 go. Next will be Weiwei served up on the menu as he just tanks up what he knows is certain death here.
Oh,
they're trying to wait it.
They were trying to wait. The buff was about to run out. I hope the observer clicks on Weiwei. No, I wanted to know how much longer the buff was going to last. Well, they're looking for Photic again.
All right, no revives now. Thunder Talk find resets. They're real resets for this Viego, but Glacial Prison can lock Feather in place. Is able to flash out the choppers down onto Weiwei. Has to eat the Lulu ult. Try to get healed through the spray and pray. Doesn't get base shot before he gets the reset. No! Kill goes over to Weiwei. Thunder Talk fall just flat. C-Tab trying to dash through the play of his own. He gets stream and shuffled as he's trying to Emperor's Divide Haichao. And LNG escaped by their fingernails with 2 kills.
What happened there with that dash forward from Satab? Did he just mess up the combo?
Nothing they can do, but watch this buff drain and hand itself over to LNG. Early game, the Feather Masterclass. It's not enough right now. LNG with the gold boost from that Baron are going to take the gold
onto the front line. That's it. It's perfect. You get the resets going. The fight looks good, but Not able to find it now. LNG.
Oh,
They find the
Wei
hook.
gets hooked. It's onto the tanky Sejuani, gets the Lulu ultimate. They can't burn through the health bars just yet, but the Rocket gets it. This time, Base One gets the reset. Photic tries to spray and pray turn. He gets one, but he falls flat for the rest. 2 kills back for ThunderTalk, but both junglers off the board.
Both junglers off the board and LNG have position on the Dragon. TT do not have the health bars to contest, so they can't get this Ocean Soul. So Soul will be denied, and things are just going from kind of bad to worse. There's one slim pickings positive about this. It works out a little bit better for you, but this is what we're working with right now. And for the time being, TT on the back foot. You know, Feather had such a good game in the early stages, and he might find another one here onto Wei.
There's the hook onto Wei. Lulu does have ult. They're going to churn it onto him.
The back line.
Hoya towards the back line on as well with Beishuan, but the public execution claims the Viego. 1 reset champion down. Zika feels comfortable enough to try and step up. As ThunderTalk are going to hide under their makeshift turret from Saytab. They just don't have enough right now.
Only relying on trying to just pick off whoever gets hooked, and if it's a tanky frontliner like Wei, then it's just taking forever. Oh, Saytab.
It's been a rough one this game. Targeted a couple of times by LNG, and this time Photic gonna make sure there's no exit routes. Saytab, a masterful game on the victor. They're not comfortable trading that for a meager Dragon where they can't stack the soul.
How quickly can they kill it? How quickly can they kill it? It's not going down that fast. LNG are going to be here, and Twitch is very much present. Don't look out!
Wei gets knocked away by Hoya. The Baron's free for ThunderTalk. They can just burn through it, and now they can get out of high heaven. Run for the hills. 5 purple banners for ThunderTalk off 1 poppy.
Windfall for them to try and just push into the base, try and crack open an inhibitor, and just keep the pressure up as high as they can. And very much teleport onto any ward that might still be down. Look for a flank.
Still committed to the split push on the top side as the mid-tier 2 turret goes down for ThunderTalk. 1xN does have the Infinity Edge finished off that Baron. Hoya, Keeper's Verdict channeled, not going to knock anyone away as the inhibitor turret falls next. ThunderTalk now have to be worried about that flank you called out, Jamada. Haichao is just running down. Feather does not hit the hook. Saytab gets the Shuriman shovel this time, but they're going for Wei once more. And now Haichao Company, they're into the backline. The stolen Blitzcrank ult eviscerates all of ThunderTalk. They push too far in their siege, and LNG make them pay to the tune of 3 kills.
Oh my goodness me, the flank pays off. Hoya gonna do his best to just buy time here, but he's also delaying his own death timer a bit. We'll see, he will eventually drop here too, Photic. Not much he can do about it. In the mid lane, the wave's being shoved out, but actually, I think Hoya dragged a bit of that mid lane wave, didn't he? He dragged some of that wave down, so there's no wave here, and even if there was...
ThunderTalk anymore. Wei could just block as many hooks as possible going forward.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's happy to get hooked, and Hoya's being jumped on here. Teleport's coming in from Azir.
Wei gets hooked. Teleport in from Saytab. Trying to burn through Wei. Photic and Zhuo try and cover him. The Rocket nearly finds the execute. Beishuan, you can see the lust in his eyes to chase that kill. Instead, they find Zhuo. Free first reset for ThunderTalk. Zika on the flank. Emperor's Divine going to push away the rest of LNG. And Zhuo, the hero on the Lulu ultimates, gets picked and might be the decider as he watches his top laner fall as well with Dragon right up and available.
Not only is the Ocean team have just been handed the game on a bit of a silver platter here for the next 5 minutes.
Baron, Ocean Soul.
Out Photic's flash, so that misstep from Zhuo costing them a lot, and we could see another misstep. Satabi's being very meticulous about checking these brushes, but will the ward be his demise?
ThunderTalker here goes into the stasis, perfect bait, and now it's LNG that are just gonna get ran through by 1xN's Jinx. LNG took the gamble that just cost them the game, the series, and potentially Group C. That's what I'm Thunder talking about. Another upset as they'll take the series 3-1.
4 dead, everyone alive on TT. That's a 3-1 for them as they march into the base with Baron buff and look to, like you say, maybe secure themselves, at the very least, a much safer run into the top 2 for this Group C.
Down goes Haichao. Nexus turrets next to fall. Doubters still sticking around after the Demacia Cup, once more proven wrong. Group C starts with a ThunderTalk